and then heels. So toe, quarter, heel. On the ground surface, there are areas where you can specifically use to differentiate. But like I say, for the most part, just think of the toe as the most dorsal part, the quarters as the sides, and the heels as the palmar region. Okay, so we flip this hoof over. I call this the ground surface because it's the part contacting the ground, or it's often referred to as the solar surface, as in S-O-L-A-R. Okay? So you can see we've got the wall here, and then we've got this triangular shaped structure. Does anyone know what that is called? It's called the frog. The proper name for it that I'll never use and no one will ever use is the cuneus, because that means wedge shape, but yeah, it's the frog. And then we've got deep grooves on either side of the frog. What are they called? Does anyone have a common name for them? Don't be shy. Well, the proper anatomical name is pericuneal grooves because they're next to the cuneus, but they're often referred to as the collateral sulcus. Okay? And that's where stuff, like on our demos here, gets packed in there, manure, mud, whatever. Now, between that groove and the wall is a large area that's simply called the sole. Okay? So between that groove and the wall, this whole area is the sole. All right, now as the wall heads palmar, it reflects on itself and runs dorsal for a short little bit there and there. Does anyone know what that short little bit of wall is called right there? It's the bars, yeah, good job. The bars. And between the bars and the rest of the wall, we have an angle, right? So imagine my index finger is the bar, my middle finger is the wall. There's a little angle in the crook of my finger. We simply call that region the angles of the sole. Okay? And then we can talk about an apex and base of the frog as well. All right, so as we're examining a horse and we're trying to determine, say it's lame, and we've done our musculoskeletal exam, we've come down now to the foot, and we want to figure out if maybe the pain's within the foot. So that's where we're going to pick that foot up, we're going to clean it out, and then we're going to apply hoof testers. Because certainly pinching with our hands isn't going to do anything. That hoof wall is very, very tough. So that's where our hoof testers come in. Now, what you have to think about is the anatomy. As I'm using those hoof testers and I'm applying pressure, what structures would be deep to that? So we've got this model here and the split one to help you with that. So now let's move on to the proper way of picking up a horse's foot. Do I have any volunteers?
Yeah.
All right. So I want you to, it's not your horse, it's someone else's horse.